The wildfires in Los Angeles have completely altered the Southern California area. We're talking tens of thousands of acres of terrible destruction, $250 billion of damage, 12,000 structures so far have been destroyed. In terms of the acres that have been damaged, in the Palisades area, more than 23,000 acres. In the Eden area, more than 14,000 acres. In total, tens of thousands of acres of damage because of fire. Sometimes a person says, what am I in this world? Can I really make an impact? Do my actions really change anything in my surroundings? Will I ever have an influence on the landscape of my community? Well, let's think for a moment. Because our sages teach us, Chazal tell us, that desire, giving into desire is like a fire. The Gemara tells us, Nura be Amram, when there was a certain sage who was tempted by something very alluring. He wanted to shake himself. So he cried out, Nura be Amram, there's a fire here. And people came and people stopped him. So desire is like a fire. And if fire could be so destructive, if fire has the capacity to destroy tens of thousands of acres, wipe out an entire area, then we know Midah Tova Meruba, God's attribute of goodness, of kindness, the force of goodness is stronger than the force of destruction. That means then one act of self-control is not an isolated act. This is something that will have an influence on your family, on your block, on your community, on your city. But in fact, the Ramchal teaches us that when a person chooses to make the correct decision, this is something that reverberates around the entire world. It purifies the world. It sanctifies the world. It elevates the entire world. Even though, yes, it's just between you and your Yetzer Tov and your Yetzer Hara and the Ribbono Shel Olam, don't say this is an isolated incident. Because your one act of self-control can impact your entire area, your entire city, your entire state, the whole country, the entire world. You can bring the redemption to the Jewish people. Because if one fire can have such a devastating impact, then one act of self-control can literally change the landscape of the world that you live in. Bracha v'hatzlacha.